Tom Brady, you've got to be kidding me. This week, Tom Brady announced his retirement. Again, he did this once previously, in February, and then swiftly unretired, but he says he meant it this time. If you ask me, the timing is suspicious. This announcement comes as a blockbuster cinematic picture based on a lightly fictionalized Brady prepares to hit theaters. The film, 80 for Brady, is based on the true story of a group of elderly female friends and unlikely football fans, played by an all-star cast including Sally Field, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Lily Tomlin, who set out to witness Brady play in Super Bowl LI in 2017. I was perplexed as soon as I viewed the trailer. It wasn't just the football as a setting for a raunchy comedy about aging ladies, it was the concept that any group of individuals would bond around their love of Tom Brady in particular. I'm not a sports fan, but I know Brady's golden boy days are long gone. He used to play for the University of Michigan and the New England Patriots, so if you're from Michigan or Boston, I'd give you a pass for sticking with him after Deflategate. But, by the time Brady departed the Patriots in 2020, the number of people on Team Brady had significantly decreased. I'm sure football fans were disappointed by his decision to retire in 2022. His wife of 13 years, model Gisele Bündchen, didn't appear to agree. She openly questioned his decision to play another season, and their divorce was announced not long after. I don't keep up with these things, but I've heard his final season was a letdown to say the least. Plus, isn't it part of the movie's storyline that all the ladies are smitten with Brady? When was the last time you heard someone say they were hot for this guy? The only talk about his appearance I've heard recently is whether he had his buccal fat removed. So, who thought it would be a good idea to make a film about what a cute patootie, gifted athlete, and all-around fine man Brady is? I received my response a few minutes into an 80 for Brady screening, produced by Tom Brady. It said as the opening credits rolled. Everything immediately made clear. I was about to witness a propaganda film aimed to persuade me that Tom Brady wasn't a guy who blew up his personal life and insisted on playing his sport after he had more money and Super Bowl rings than he knew what to do with. In fact, this film was ready to show me that he is a really kind man who is held in high regard by some of America's most recognized and respected actresses. It's one thing to peddle this kind of puffery, which, let's not forget, is part of a much broader indoctrination machine about the NFL as an institution. But to use Rita Moreno and Lily Tomlin as human shields, it will not be tolerated by me. The film is based on the true story of a group of ladies who organized a Over 80 for Brady club. Another point of contention is why the film chose to remove the word over from its title. The phrase 80 for Brady doesn't make sense as a phrase. I thought the film may be about one of the women celebrating her 80th birthday at the Super Bowl, which would still make little sense. But no, it's just that some of them are in their 82nds and enjoy Brady's company. And, as Field's character points out, not all of the important characters in the film have reached the age of 80. The characters allegedly formed their group 20 years ago, when Brady was a rookie player, and none of them would have been in their 9th decade yet, so there's really no reason that they would call themselves 80 for Brady. Tom, I know this is your first time producing a movie, but this is just sloppy. Brady, who, it should be noted, probably had very little to do with making this film, got a few things right, and as agitprop goes, the movie isn't a bad time. Field, Fonda, Moreno, and Tomlin all entertaining to watch, even if the plot makes little sense, and I have the impression that our society's support of the old women and antics genre is insulting. I didn't like seeing Brady, who appears multiple times in the film, provide inspirational counsel, but I'm not immune to Moreno getting drunk and imagining that she's playing poker against a slew of individuals who all have Guy Fieri's face. Notice how that has nothing to do with football. With Brady's official retirement, I can already feel some of the hostility toward him fading. His former team wants to re-sign him on a one-day contract so that he can retire as a Patriot. Even Gisele appears to be warming up to him. And then, just a few days later, comes this shady film. So I'm not buying it. I know you get away with everything, Tom. But you're not going to get away with making a movie about how awesome you are without getting a little shit from me.